Good morning, Magic family. Welcome back to Magic Ministries. I'm Nina Diedrich, and I'm Magic Mom. So, I hope you guys are all having a fantastic start to your week. It is again Tuesday. Those of you who have not caught up on the episodes, also as well, quick announcements. I am no longer on Facebook. You can still get a hold of me on Messenger for now. They booted me off of Instagram as well because I refuse to monetize and place ads. And apparently I have a hater somewhere marking all of my shit as spam. Joy. So I've just decided I am done with Facebook and all of its markets. And we went back to Patreon. So you can find the link for Patreon. I believe it's in the description box. And there are 3 different tier levels that you can choose from and a ton of new offerings. I will be starting to shorten my time here on YouTube for free a little bit, simply for the fact that, well, I lost my full-time job, so I'm going to start doing this full-time. Well, not YouTube, but definitely Patreon. I also apologize for being a little bit late this morning. We had a little bit of a mishap, and my husband's car decided to take a shit, so he had to take mine today. Also, another thing. All right, but I just keep telling myself everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. And I think if I repeat it enough times, I will definitely start believing it myself too. So, good morning, Robin. Good morning, Angelfish. And thank you for joining me yet again and always being here to support me. And I just hit my funny bone, and that wasn't very funny. Okay. I think today we are going to start with the cards that I drew for the Patreon drawing. And we got 3 cards to start this off. We got Good Things to Come out of the Black Vermintors deck. We got Vulnerability out of the Love and Relationships deck. And we pulled a bonus card out of the Family deck. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one more while we are talking. And we got Buoyancy, which is a new one we have not yet got. Let's get this second card really quick to go with Buoyancy. Oh my goodness. I just threw like a bunch of them on the table. So I'm going to take this one that came out singly and we're going to put it with Buoyancy, and we're going to add flexibility to that as well. So, Good Things to Come. Hello, Ronnie. Good morning. There are so many amazing gifts coming your way, Magic family. You can't see them now because, well, we respect the general convention of not peeking under the wrapping paper, but they will show up when the time is just right. And that's when we're going to remember how much fun it is to be surprised, right? And maybe we're going to get in touch with a little bit more of our vulnerability, because today we are going to allow ourselves to talk about our feelings without fear of external judgment or internal drama. And when we express our feelings, a couple of funny things are going to happen. 1, you're going to feel like a kindergartner. And 2, everything's going to get lighter, easier, and filled with the comforting glow of honesty. No wonder kindergartners seem to have so much fun and be so stress-free, right? They never hesitate to tell somebody how they're feeling. So, Buoyancy says, congratulations, Magic family. You are being gifted something that every family needs. The ability to keep things light, buoyant, and drama-free. Consider yourself the captain of the SS Conversation, able to deftly steer your family ship around potential hazards, obstacles, and lame blame shame games. With lighthearted Buoyancy on the radar, this cruise can't go wrong. Lengthy, tension-filled discussions about jobs, politics, and relationships are not on the program. 12-foot shower of chilled shrimp served on a floating jacuzzi platter, anyone? Sounds interesting. Although I think if I'm in a jacuzzi, the last thing I'm thinking about is a shrimp platter, but to each their own, right? Because we've also been granted more flexibility. So we have a little bit of an ad lib. It says, I am easygoing and always ready to follow the flow. And when plans change, as they often do when that one relative is around, I'll hop on board right away. When someone asks something of me, which is often the case when you know who visits, I'll do it without a complaint. And later, in the quiet of my meditation corner, I'll silently call them an asshole. Right? Sometimes we just have to run off in private and pout and then have it be over with, right? We have a little bit more of a message from the family deck. We get optimism, pitching in, and no expectations. I like those. So today, remember, as you're facing this day with a clean slate and an optimistic attitude, regardless of what, aka who, has disappointed you in the past, you're ready to see things or people in a new light. And when life hands you lemons, you're going to make lemonade. And when life spills your lemonade, you're going to have fun splashing in the puddle. And when bees swarm around you because you're covered in sugar from your lemonade puddle, well, then we might have to reconsider. Because we are going to volunteer our services and pitch in on whatever chores need to be done around the house. Because we love pitching in. Because it means the chores are done faster. And that means that you can get back to doing whatever you were doing before you decided to pretend you liked pitching in, right? But try to do it with no expectations, okay? Because you are wise and emotionally stable, and you see your family for who they are, and you trust that they will deliver to the best of their capabilities at any given moment. And with this in mind, we're going to ditch our expectations. Expecting anything specific of them would be a recipe for disappointment. And that's a recipe Grandma's been guarding for generations. Like that. So, looks like we might need to be a little bit more free with our time. And maybe be a little bit less judgy about what others are doing with theirs. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in who we see other people as that we forget that they have their own personal agenda. And, well, we need to get ours out of it, right? And ultimately, what everybody thinks about you is none of your business to begin with. So stop using it as a basis of judging where you are in your life and your successes. Let's get a Nature's Whisper card. See what it has to add to this. Oh, there it goes. And we get Maintain Your Childlike Spirit. 27 cards. So we get a 9. We also got this one as well. Higher Ground. 20. I like that. Okay, so together, 9 and 2 make 11. Nice. So, maintain your childlike spirit. Let's read Higher Ground first because I opened right up to Higher Ground. Higher Ground says, today we need to move our thoughts, emotions, and outlook to a new perspective. Take an overview of what is going on. Just through shifting your perspective, you will see the whole situation in a clearer light. A different course may become apparent. You will be able to focus on what is most important to you. Make a conscious effort to get above the situation. If there's nothing pressing in your life at the moment, consider something that may be unresolved from the past. Use the same idea of climbing above it with the intention of healing it. And once you achieve the higher ground perspective, you may find yourself filled with peace, which is always a beautiful outcome, right? Now, maintain your childlike spirit. Says, nature holds all aspects of light, and this light is the same brilliant light that shines out of every child while they are still in touch with the magic of the world and nature. Find the innocence of your childhood light within you and reconnect with it. This light represents your virtue and holds the memory of perfect trust, fearlessness in others, and total self-reliance. It will allow you to see the world with the eyes of a child, and you will be excited to learn new things every day. How much happier our world would be if everyone reconnected to his or her purest essence. Ultimately, that is our goal here, to reconnect you all with your purest essence, the part that knows that you are safe, loved, and protected, always, in all ways, and that you are the beloved, and that your only job here is to be loved by yourself, most of all. Because if you don't love you, how do you expect anybody else to know how? Thank you for joining me yet again today, and I hope to see all of you again tomorrow. And if you have not yet signed up for the Patreon page, you should probably do that, because I'm starting to release content today in a big way. So, I love you all beyond measure. Go out, be good. Be good to yourselves, but most of all, be good to each other, because it's working. Bye, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.